Alright, so Piggy Book 2 Chapter 2 is officially out. It is the store, and in this video, we're going to be talking about some of the Easter eggs, the characters, and the secret notes. But before we get into that, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Anyway, let's get right into it. So basically, in the store map, we basically go there and it's a pretty easy map. You unlock some keys. Well, at first it was pretty hard for me because I couldn't really play it that well. But there are multiple notes spread throughout the whole map. But basically what you have to do is you have to give the battery to Zizzy, and then there's this, basically you escape. And then after that, you go back to the safe house. And then you give Mimi Mole the battery, and she somehow turns on the radio. Then you get someone's voice comes off the radio. Someone's voice basically comes off the radio, and they basically say Settlement 6, and then they say that they'd like to trade with you. And that makes sense, kind of, because in the middle of a piggy infection apocalypse, you might want something. Maybe you can trade batteries for, I don't know, maybe wheat. So that kind of actually makes sense. And another thing is Settlement 6. This means there are other settlements. And anyway, we'll get to that later. And after we go there, Pony gets cold feet about going there, but eventually he basically goes there. We all go there. Only the three of us. Us, the player, Zizzy, and Pony. So we go there and we don't see anyone. And first of all, why would you be stupid enough to meet someone in the middle of a forest? But anyway, let's keep moving on. After you go there, you get ambushed by Willow Wolf and her crew. We'll get to them later in the video, the character part. So basically, they say that Pony was a part of their gang, like the Silver Paw. That's what TSP stands for. Willow Wolf is a silver wolf, and Pony actually was an ex-member. He needed to find a group, so he joined them, but for some unknown reason, he eventually left. And then Willow Wolf talks to us and says that we're the officer that ruined her life. And then she sees Zizzy, and she's never seen her before, so she takes Zizzy for interrogating to her base, and they run off. And basically, Pony asks us to come with him and help him find Zizzy. Now on to the secret notes. Okay, so the first secret note is this. I don't feel very well about that tiger. I haven't heard him speak once when he was here. Okay, so basically the tiger, part of the Zizzy's crew. We'll talk more about him later. Basically, I guess this is another TSP member, right? We don't know exactly because there is no signature on this. And moving on to the next note. Why are we being abandoned? We need them most, and now they leave. And basically, maybe these were some ex-members of TSP. I don't know. I'm pretty sure these were some ex-members of TSP. So anyway, moving on. Let's go. And we have another note that could actually explain this. Heard something going on up north with the military. I wonder why they move their bases to colder places. So here's what I think. You know that we were in some snowy place in the trailer. We were in some sort of weird coldish place. It was kind of freezing there. And maybe we go north. Maybe we go north, or maybe we're going to Zizzy, or maybe we go north to find their military base. So they're apparently abandoning everyone, and they're just moving their bases to somewhere to colder places. Maybe that's because something infected don't follow them. I don't really know. Anyway, moving on to the last and final note. Looks like others have taken the supplies here before us. Better luck next time, I guess. And this is probably by some other group. Maybe it's Settlement 1 or Settlement 5, whatever this is. I don't really know much. And anyway, moving on. So, what are the characters? The new characters are Uniform Pandy. Basically, there's one Book 1 Pandy with the red and white eyes. And also, another thing I want to mention, my theory was correct. Kitty and Pandy are both part of TSP, and I theorized that they have two colored eyes. One is white for the normal life, red symbolizes TSP. So I think that they are So basically, I was right. They were part of TSP, so I was actually correct on that one. But the new skins, basically, the new skins are, they're, as I said, uniform Pandy and they're Desi Deer, I think. Desi Deer, yeah. They're Desi Deer and uniform Pandy. Basically, she's wearing her uniform. And basically, let's get on to the Easter eggs. We'll talk about the characters later. So the first Easter egg is like when you walk up to like the door, it says Metro. Like basically, this is the place that's basically the place where we left Zizzy Bunny sitting, and I literally pointed that out in my like Piggy Book 2 video, like the gameplay. And another Easter egg is this. Well, let's just move on to the characters. You know what? We're moving on to the characters. We have multiple characters. One is Willow Wolf. We know everything about her. She apparently has become even more mean, like more terrible. She's become more evil than she was earlier. Second one is this Pandy. Not this Pandy. One is Pandy. She's wearing a uniform. The next is Kitty. She's also wearing a uniform. And the next one after that is the Tiger. I think that's Tiger, maybe. I don't really know. And the last is prepare yourself, drumroll, a dog. I think this is actually Doggy's cousin. You know, maybe he's related to Doggy. He's Doggy's father because he's like darker fur. Maybe he has darker fur because he's older. I think he's Doggy's dad. And another thing to point out, he is holding an axe, the same weapon that Doggy uses. We know this isn't Doggy because, you know, he's like already infected. We can actually confirm this unless they cured Doggy, I guess. But I'm pretty sure they didn't cure him. And I actually have a crazy theory. I think the reason they were able to infect Doggy was because of that dog. Because remember, Willow Wolf, she has a grudge against us, both of us, Doggy and us, the player, because we locked her away. And it would make sense because he's part of the Silver Paw who helped, I think, infect Doggy. I'm pretty sure they infected Doggy. And I think he maybe had something to do with it. Just saying, because he had an axe. I'm pretty sure he's related to Doggy at least, because he's basically looks like Doggy. I think he has darker fur because, you know, maybe he's Doggy's brother. Maybe you know, because he has darker fur. I think that symbolizes he's a little older. Maybe. And he also, as I said, he's wielding an axe. Literally, Doggy uses one. But those are just some of the few Easter eggs, and there are probably some more. And I'm gonna be making a separate video on. I'm gonna be making a separate video if I find any more Easter eggs. But what do you guys think of Piggy Book 2 Chapter 2? Make sure you let me know down in the comments section. And what do you think the next chapter of Piggy Book 2 Chapter 2 is gonna be? We're pretty close to Piggy Book 2 Chapter 6. So there's gonna be a mid-game finale, mid-chapter finale, and I'm pretty excited for this, guys. But as I said, let me know down in the comments what you thought about this, and make sure you like and subscribe for more videos just like this. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Stay home, stay safe, and wash your hands. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Goodbye.